Ben Carson.
Oh yeah, Ben Carson in the projects. Yeah, I gotta ask my daddy how he feels about that. Also, a black guy from the projects. If he feels like I'm actually more qualified to run HUD than Ben Carson. I have a master's degree in city and regional planning. I actually know what urban development and housing is. I've actually done housing and affordable housing and public housing work.
Is anybody else like me? I'm kind of like, I'm no longer or never have been shocked about any of the moves that Donald Trump has made, because I'm assuming 100% that they're getting ready to rape America for everything we have left, gut everything that we.
You see all them billionaires.
The worst case scenario.
You see all them billionaires and financiers and stuff he's appointing. Like, there's a billionaire in almost every damn position.
Exactly. Like, I refuse to go through the daily routine 3 or 4 times a day being shocked that Donald Trump appoints the absolute worst person possible, the person who doesn't believe in fair housing and wants to gut it. You know, I'm not going to be shocked all day long about these appointments. What I am shocked about is the fact that you still have idiots on the quote unquote left, and I'm talking about the Democrats in general, not the real left. You have people running the Democratic Party who have given this over to Donald Trump, and yet and still, instead of building a coalition to destroy him in 2018 and 2020, they're still trying to relitigate the primaries and try to put the real left in its place, right? That's what they're focusing on. And we could easily, like, you know, we just demonstrated that they cannot win an election without a motivated base. They cannot win without a motivated left who's going to come in and support the candidate. And yet and still, they're relitigating this primary and trying to make, I don't know, what do they expect? They expect to be able to put us in our place and we just quietly acquiesce and come and give them our vote. I'm not sure what their strategy is. But meanwhile, Donald Trump is blowing up the world, figuratively speaking, and we're over here playing games like it's the primaries.
Well, and I think I was going to say real quickly, what's really interesting about that is the fact that you have the race in Louisiana, the Senate race, the runoff that's happening in Louisiana. That so few, you would think that Democrats will be like on that, and there are some folks. I see a lot of Bernie folks all over that, but you have people out here crying, and it's just like, okay, there's a couple of other special elections coming up and stuff. There's a special election now going to be in the 34th legislative district, congressional district in California now. There are other races that are coming up that are soon, not 2018, not 2020, but like right now, super important. Need to get on those, need to pay attention. And folks out here acting like, well, we're gonna give all of Trump's appointees we're gonna treat them the same way they treated Obama's SCOTUS appointment.
Right.
I mean, like, you can pick up
or even worse than that, they're writing think pieces about each of them. Like, no. We have 100% delved into the realm of it does not matter whatsoever what we say about these people. They are in power and they're getting ready to rape America. And I'm sorry for using that word, but this is literally like, I feel they're going to plunder at everything that we have and take us back at least 50 years. Why are you writing a thought piece about the conflict of interest that Ben Carson has running HUD? Who the F cares about the conflict of interest? He's got 4 years to do what he wants to with it, and y'all are sitting around playing like this. Like, you're sitting around acting like we have a choice in this matter when we should be organizing and getting ourselves together. We're in here bickering over Hillary Clinton and Bernie bros. Like we're really acting like we're in the primaries again when we are so far gone. We're about to get kicked back to the 1950s.
Well, that's the problem. I mean, it's less interesting for me with what Trump is doing and how everyone is reacting to it, because so many people are reacting to the idea of Trump that they're unable to actually react to what he's doing. Like, so many people are out there protesting his election, like the myth of Trump, like him being elected is itself is the end of the world. That each individual atrocity is being able to slip under their radar, and of course they're hyper focusing on Trump again. We're doing that. We have that exact same problem we always have. The shallow liberals are hyper focusing on Trump, as opposed to focusing on the fact that basically the Republicans own every state legislature in America.
Yep.
It's like this is the real danger of Trump. He's so bombastic and polarizing and hated that he's sucking up all the attention. And honestly, a large portion of the left, especially the Hillary bros or Hillary bots, whatever you call them, are going to exhaust themselves before January 1st with all this protesting. Exhaust themselves.
No, they're going to exhaust themselves by January 22nd with their big, massive, marching. Yeah.
And so it becomes a...
Which I'm like a little bit less inclined to like be all like negative about it, considering Linda is leading it, but I don't know. So
yeah. Anyways,
so but we were gonna go ahead, Brandon.
It's just frustrating because a lot of people. This was a problem with the primaries. I'm sorry, the primaries and Democratic. I'm sorry, and also the general election, where people, especially in the mainstream left media, have informing people and whining as accountability. Like
right.
All these think pieces don't really do anything. Like right. we know we're screwed. How do we get people out to minimize the damage? Not how do we inform them of what the damage is? Because I mean, like this is what this is. This is information as disguised as accountability or some kind of. It feels very shallow.
Like
but honestly,
it's talking.
But let me put it straight to the point. Obviously, I would say though, let's not pretend like if Hillary Clinton was elected and she was appointing Wall Street insiders, maybe because I have to say obviously to a lesser degree, Wall Street insiders, it's David Brock to head of HUD or whatever, that these same think pieces wouldn't be coming out and they wouldn't be calling it holding her feet to the fire. The media is just all screwed up.
Yeah. No, the media honestly does not believe their role is. They've gotten to this really like, what the hell are you even here for kind of spot where they feel their role is simply to provide insight into what's happening versus mobilize anyone to actually do something. And I've gotten a lot of people calling me out about this, about demanding that the media use their platform to actually affect positive change. Like, we don't need commentary on we don't need a beautiful piece put together by NPR about how difficult it was for somebody in poverty to walk 20 miles to get to work. And, that's what they consider journalism. It's like painting a picture, no matter how grim it is. Let's paint the most beautiful picture we can about it and display it as journalism, when they are speaking to literally tens of millions of people that can easily unify and do something about that problem. They never do anything about the problem. They always describe the problem in as many fluffy words as they possibly
can. Informing yourself I hate to say it, but informing yourself is not enough. At a certain point, you actually have to take action. At a certain point, there's a word for people who are overly informed but ineffectual. It's called being effete. It's called being effete. If you have all the information but you still don't do anything, and you just like that's it's like it's the whole problem with raising awareness. Raising awareness doesn't actually do anything. Like, until someone gets up and starts mobilizing and actually puts boots to the ground, for lack of a better phrase, nothing actually occurs. And that's what we have now. We have a bunch of echo chambers where people are raising awareness, but no one's actually fighting for anything of meaning.